Hi, I'm Effie. Today I'm talking about my case study from China. This boy is TT, he's 6.5 and he has autism and severe intellectual disability. The question I'm asking is, what are the cultural and political influence on development of play in Chinese children? So first of all, politically they still have the one-child policy in place, which means that most children have no siblings and few of them have cousins. So they're not sort of learning from or playing with any siblings or other children their same age. Culturally, they don't go to daycare. It's sort of frowned upon, and it's more common for the grandparents to look after the children during the day while the parents go to work. In saying that, they culturally in China don't value play. The value is more on productivity and learning and intellect, even though we know that play is huge in development of children, and so without that opportunity, yeah, it's really hard, especially for children with autism who have those difficulties with social interaction and communication already. TT's 6.5, he started school last year and came to therapy the year before that for 2 years. So before that, since he was 4, he'd never had any exposure to other children. Yeah, and also they don't value play. There's often no toys in the house, and when I sort of asked the parents about this, with a lot of children, not just TT, the answer was, "Oh, my child doesn't like toys." When I talked to the therapist, she said that it's more the children with their grandparents all day, and the grandparents may be elderly or frail and don't want to have to pick up after toys or have the mess lying around in the house. In the same thing, although therapy in China is sort of very advanced, so their equipment is of the highest technology, a lot of it is machine-based rather than hands-on, and there's no toys in therapy. And the same answer was given that, if we have 5 kids in this room, if they're all playing with toys, it gets too messy, and Chinese kids don't like toys. So that was the answer given, whereas we know that children, in order to develop, need to be able to have those opportunities to play and explore and all that. So yeah, it was really different working with children in China, where play just wasn't a priority at all. Yeah, so the children are left by themselves a lot, and as babies just left sort of in a cot lying on their back in a dark room for the majority of the day. In the same thing, culturally, the sick role is a big thing in China, and so if someone has a disability or a sickness, illness, the family become the carers, and there's no value on regaining or maintaining independence. It's all about, we're your family, we're here to help you, we'll do the things for you that you can't do. So in relation to Chinese children and TT, he has, as many kids with autism do, low postural tone, poor balance, poor coordination. He can walk, he has no trouble walking, but every day he's carried into therapy by his grandparents, and he's carried out of therapy, and apparently he's carried a lot when they leave the house as well, everywhere. So he doesn't have any chance, apart from when he's in that hour of therapy, or half hour really, where he's doing physical things, physical activities, where he can actually improve that postural control, because everywhere else he's just carried. Also means that there's no priority towards ADLs, so it's not the family's priority to get him, even though he's 6.5, to dress and feed himself. Their priority is to stop his difficult behaviours and that sort of thing, but they say that, he doesn't need to feed himself, we're at home, we can feed him, we can get him dressed in the morning. So that's hard as well, because in remaining family-centred, we have to go on what the family want. So yeah, it's very different. It sort of opens your eyes to, working, I guess, in Australia with Chinese families, have to keep my mind open to those same sort of things, and yeah, thank you.